Thank you very much. Welcome once again to my channel. This is Brother Joshua. I am back again to at least address you through this channel. I would like to take this opportunity once again to upload those who are watching my videos, commenting, sharing my videos, and even subscribing. I want to take this opportunity again to at least ask, or rather request, all my friends and those who are watching my videos to kindly subscribe to my channel. Kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, my friends. Today, now that I have happened to come back again, I want to talk about two aspects. Aspect number one, I'm going to talk about the treatment of boil that we usually have, because boil is like a scar that one might get if he or she hurt him or herself. That is number one. And mostly in matter regarding that, all our wounds should be healing. All our wounds should be healing. And if there is an wound that is not healing, then there's a problem that we need, or the patient need to confirm. Number one, we need to ascertain the chance or the cause of a particular disease. Then precaution or a radical measure is taken to cure the disease. Without wasting much of time, we're going to do what is called curing of boil. Number one, we have one of the things, or one of the few formula that we are going to use, in which we are going now to cure the boil. We are going to look for dried fig. I hope each one of us understand what fig is. Number two, we have walnuts. I understand and I know that you know what are walnuts. Number three, we have flax seeds. Number four, we have vanilla powder. And number five, we have coconut chunks. All these should be blended for 3 to 5 minutes. All the mentioned should be blended in a blender for 3 to 5 minutes. After doing so, you need to take the powder and make sure that wherever you are having a boil, in that particular point, make sure that you take that powder, then put it into that particular point. For example, if you had a boil here, take the powder from wherever you kept it and then put it on the area where is affected by the boil. Number two, we are going to do cancer through natural remedies. My fellow esteemed friends, people are suffering outside. People are suffering, and people are outside there asking themselves, what are they going to do to fight this deadly disease known as cancer? We can maintain the cancerous cells from developing in our body through natural remedies. Remember, a 1,000-mile journey is started by one step. I repeat, a 1,000-mile journey is started by one step. He or she who is suffering from cancer, whether you've gone for a dialysis or not, we need to make sure that our body is kept in a conducive, or in a way such as that all these problems or this kind of diseases do not affect us, and we are able to do so. Even though we bring diseases to ourselves, but God still provides us with medicine. Number one, what are we going to do in healing cancer? We're going to do, we start with fig poultice. Fig is a plant. We will need both the fruit and the leaf. We all know the figs, Jesus used a fig plant to give out examples. And I know most of us could have heard examples of examples of trees whereby fig tree is one of them. So this is what we are going to do. Fig poultice. What is this? This, a poultice, is a soft moist material, that is poultice, a soft moist material that is applied to affected area. We can have charcoal poultice, we can have cabbage poultice, we can have ginger poultice, we can also have fig tree poultice. Remember, in dealing with cancer or cancerous boils, remember, you specifically need to use a fig tree or fig poultice. For fig has a specific oxidant that will reduce the formation of cancer cells in your body. And remember, our diets may lead to may make someone to suffer from cancer, and cancer has become a dangerous and a deadliest disease. People are afraid of cancer. When you go for a dialysis and the result is positive, you are suffering from cancer, the panic attack now gets in. Someone asks him or herself, where am I going to get money for these old therapies that I'm going to do? You understand? Mostly people panic out of desperations, because people do not have money nowadays, and these diseases are chronic diseases. They are diseases that need a lot of medical attention and a lot of medical care. But now God has provided us with medicine, freely given medicine. We are not going to buy it anywhere. You only need to go to the bush and pluck it. Remember, we are trying to bring or cure diseases through natural remedies, because long time ago people were using natural remedies. What happens? Scientific things have come up with very many things in which the scientific inventions have brought more harm than good. The pills that we do take in each and every time, they are not good for our body. Eventually, a cancer patient dies, having money or no money, whether you can get the medicine or not. But now, let's come to think about it. God has given us a good and plenty accessible medicine, readily available in the forests and even at our homes. But it is only that we are not keen enough to observe such. So what are we going to do in curing the cancer? If there's a cancer patient somewhere and you have an wound that is not healing, this is what we are going to do. You are going to look for a ripe fig fruit. A ripe fig fruit. After looking for that ripe fig fruit, you are going to take leaves of the same fig. Then you are going to use either blender, or you are going to mash it using a mortar and a pestle. When you have a mortar and a pestle in your house, you can buy one if you don't have, but I know most of us has it. So we are going to take the two, the fruit, ripe one, plus the leaves. At times we are going to need even the bark of the fig tree. We are going to cut them into smaller pieces. After cutting them into smaller pieces, we are going to put them into the mortar. So we are going to use a pestle to mash them into smaller pieces until they become a material that is joined together in a form. They are going to be sticky in nature. So after that, after mashing them into that soft material, then you are going to take a portion from it, and then if you, for example, you have whether it is a cut or a wound that is not healing. For example, you have it on the upper part of your hand. This is what you are going to do. You are going to take the mashed ripe fruit ripe fig tree mashed together with the leaves. You are going to take that material and you are going to put it on top on that affected area, and then you are going to use a cloth to tie it so that it can remain there. That is number one. Number two, we are going to make a drink. You are going to boil fig tree leaves. You are going to boil fig tree leaves. After boiling the fig tree leaves, you will be using the poultice to put on top of your wound, and you will be using the already boiled liquid to do what? To take. But before you do that, you must work on your diets. And I'm repeating, you must work on your diet. This is what we are going to do before doing what I have said. Number one, you will leave to eat any sugary food, fruits, and anything that has sugar. You are going to leave. You are going to stop eating meat. All right? All that you are going to do is you are going to feed on grains and vegetables alone. Grains and vegetables alone for 1 full month. 1 full month. When you do what I have said, you are going to get out of the cancer. And even if you go to the doctor so that the therapy or the dialysis can be taken out, they are going to confirm to you that you no longer have the cancer. All right? Another thing that can be used to cure the cancer is olive. We have talked about the fig poultice. Now we need to use oil. And which oil is this? Olive oil. You can take the olive oil and apply in the affected on the affected area. By doing this, the olive oil has got properties in which gets into the wound and dries it up. Next thing that we are going to do, after doing what I have said, dear brethren, we may not get cured of cancer when we do not take precautions on our diets. And I'm firm on this because diets is the genesis of every disease that we have. Most of my videos have been mentioning, do not take food with water. Avoid meat, avoid sugar, and avoid all the refined food. Avoid all the refined food and embrace the organic food. That is food taken out from our gardens at home. They are much better than anything that has passed through the factory. Remember I said that anything that has passed through a factory, this is not food. This is a product. Something that someone is going to use to get money. It is no longer food. Get that. It is no longer food. It is something that someone is going to use to get money because it has been heavily processed. Number two, we are going to go to something known as pomegranate and chia seed puddings. Pomegranate and chia seed puddings. You are going to take a half or a quarter cup of chia seed. Number two, that is the formula, a pinch of salt. Number three, 1.5 vanilla powder. And this is what we are going to do. We are going to blend it. After blending it, we are going to add it into our drinks. Now, Isaiah 62 verse 18 says, though we bring sickness to ourselves in various ways, but God still loves us and still provides us with free natural medicines. Another thing that we need to know, the importance of the pomegranate. Pomegranate is a fruit that is being grown at home, and even most people has got that particular fruit in their homestead, but perhaps they do not know the importance of that particular fruit. Number one, it has an oxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Remember I said if you have got problems in your joints, whether the knee or the wrinkles, or you have got all the joints in your body, it means that you are suffering from inflammatory. Pomegranate is one of the fruits that has got high levels of oxidants, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory, which means it's going to combat, by doing so, it's going to burn or to reduce the inflammation or the pain or the burning on the joints. That is number one importance. Number two, it is a source of fiber. In mostly, we usually advise people to eat food that is of high content in fiber. Why do we say so? Fiber helps in emptying our bowels. For us not to suffer constipation, we need to consequently emptying our bowels. But we cannot do that if we are eating food that lacks fiber. Pomegranate is a fruit that contains high content of fiber. Number three, pomegranate is a source of vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin K, and even the potassium. So remember, we are missing a lot by eating the junk food instead of eating the natural food that was provided. It also repair your DNA. That is the function of pomegranate. If you do not know, then you have to know it. It also cure diseases such as cancer. So, apart from fig tree poultice, pomegranate is also a good food, or for in another way we can say is it is also a good medicine for those who are suffering from cancer. Whether you are diagnosed with cancer or not, start one by one, bit by bit, because 1,000-mile journey is started by one step. You need to start. Next, it contains high levels of an antioxidant called flavonoids. Flavonoids is able to combat cancer. That's why we say pomegranate can also cure and heal cancer. Last but not least, pomegranate juice also help to regulate your blood pressure. Very many people outside there are suffering from BP, or high blood pressure, HBP. And such diseases are known to be very, very dangerous. For instance, very many people thought that they cannot have such diseases. Dear brethren, we are living in a world whereby there are a lot of inventions, and such inventions come up with risks and dangers, and these risks, the bearers, we are the bearer of such risks. So it is high time that you and me embraces the natural modified food. Just grow your fruits, embrace them, eat a lot of nuts, eat a lot of fruits, and avoid junk food. Anything to do with junk, avoid it. Because ask yourself, how much water can your body obtain from the junk food? For example, fried meat, fried chicken, fried chips, crepes. Look at that. Alright? Your body needs water. It doesn't need too much powder. It needs water. But now here comes a lifestyle whereby, or a regime whereby, very many people do not consider the natural remedies. They rather go to the hospital. By them doing so, they suffer more than they went. I'm not saying going to the hospital is bad, but we can still cure ourselves at home using natural remedies. Thank you very much, my dear brethren. I would like to know your thoughts on this video. If you have got some specified question, kindly go to the comment section and then ask. I'll be free and willing to help you. When posting this video, I'm going to give out my contacts so that you can feel free anytime, any day to contact me on issues arising or emerging on matters dealing with health. Thank you very much, and have a good preparation day, and may God bless you so much. Kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you.